This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, county commissioners backing the coal to diesel plant. 2 arrested on multiple charges. Kurt Guxell is in with sports, and on WJTS Inform we meet Amber Williams and Lisa Sang. All this and more tonight on the WJTS News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the WJTS News. A Southern Indiana County commissioners are backing a draft state air permit for a proposed $2.5 billion coal to diesel plant. The Spencer County commissioners voted 2-1 this week for a resolution supporting the Indiana Department of Environmental Management's approval of Riverview Energy's air permit application. The company says the plant proposed for the town of Dale would convert the region's plentiful coal reserves into diesel fuel and other products. Riverview Energy's air permit application says the plant would release about 2.2 million tons of carbon dioxide, 225 tons of carbon monoxide, and 120 tons of sulfur dioxide annually. IDEM says the plant wouldn't have a significant effect on regional air quality, but opponents worry about health and environmental impacts. The Riverview Energy Corporation coal to diesel proposal IDEM public hearing will be held December 5th at Heritage Hills High School Auditorium at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Written and verbal comments will be accepted. 2 were arrested this week on multiple charges, including possession of marijuana. At around 7:40 p.m. Wednesday, a Ferdinand officer witnessed a 2018 Dodge Journey disregard the stop sign at West 23rd Street and Industrial Road. During the traffic stop, the officer detected a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. The driver, Brittany Dawn Jennings of Lamar, was transported to Memorial Hospital for a chemical test, which showed that she had tested positive for THC in her system. The passenger, Samantha Nicole Brown from Troy, and her 2 small children were in the car. After more investigation, Brown was also incarcerated, and her children were placed into care with Child Protective Services. Jennings was charged with OWI, possession of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. Brown was charged with neglect of a dependent, possession of marijuana, and possession of paraphernalia. Both subjects were transported and lodged into the DuBois County Security Center. Vehicle was towed to Berg's Garage. Ferdinand Police was assisted by DuBois County Sheriff's Department, CPS, and Berg's Garage. Joan Canese of Jasper has been named one of 8 finalists for the D. Susan Wisely Indiana Youth Worker of the Year by the Indiana Youth Institute. Finalists were selected based on their ongoing dedication and commitment to serve Indiana youth. A winner will be announced at the annual Kids Count Conference in Indianapolis on Tuesday, November 27th. Canese works at Crisis Connection. The D. Susan Wisely Youth Worker of the Year Award honors one exceptional youth worker service and commitment to help improve the futures of Hoosier children. The award is named for the retired director of evaluation at Lilly Endowment, Inc., who oversaw the development of numerous youth service-related programs, such as the Lilly Fellows Program, which established many policies and organizations aimed at improving the quality of life for Hoosier children, including IYI. Grant requests for the Huntingburg Assistance Fund, a collection of community gifts that are distributed to nonprofit charities helping the less fortunate, are currently being accepted. The fund has been in place for over 20 years and provides charities with a grant to provide need-based services to the less fortunate during the holidays and New Year. Potential services include meals for the hungry, aid to homebound seniors, utility payments, food, clothing, school supplies, and physician visits for school children, and other basic need aid. To qualify, a local nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization must provide support or services to the less fortunate in the city of Huntingburg. Grant requests must be a minimum of $500 and a maximum of $2,500. Individuals are not eligible to receive direct support. Those who qualify for assistance are encouraged to visit local agencies to learn of available social service agencies in our area. Requests for funding shall be limited in scope to direct services that benefit the less fortunate, meet basic needs. In order to receive funding, local nonprofits should submit a one-page letter on organization letterhead and include the following information: one paragraph describing the mission or purpose of the organization, the amount being requested, plans to utilize funds, and an EIN or tax ID number. Grant requests should be postmarked no later than Friday, December 14, 2018, to Huntingburg Assistance Fund, CO Huntingburg City Hall, 508 East 4th Street, Huntingburg, Indiana, 47542. To make a donation to the Huntingburg Assistance Fund, please send payment to the Du Bois County Community Foundation, P.O. Box 269 in Jasper, or make a donation online at dccommunityfoundation.org. For more information, please contact the Du Bois County Community Foundation at 812-482-5295 or City of Huntingburg Community Development Director Rachel Steckler at 812-683-2211 or by email at rsteckler@huntingburg.in.gov. The Indiana Department of Revenue and the Internal Revenue Service warn of fraudulent emails impersonating either revenue agency, encouraging individuals to open files corrupted with malware. These scam emails use tax transcripts as bait to entice users to open the attachments. The scam is particularly problematic for businesses or government agencies whose employees open the malware-infected attachments, putting the entire network at risk. This software is complex and may take several months to remove. This well-known malware, known as Emotet, generally poses as specific banks or financial institutions to trick individuals into opening infected documents. It has been described as one of the most costly and destructive malware to date. Emotet is known to constantly evolve and in the past few weeks has masqueraded as the IRS, pretending to be IRS Online. The scam email includes an attachment labeled tax account transcript or something similar, with the subject line often including tax transcript. Both DOR and IRS have several tips to help individuals and businesses not fall prey to email scams. Remember, DOR and the IRS do not contact customers via email to share sensitive documents such as a tax transcript. Use security software to protect against malware and viruses, and be sure it's up to date. Never open emails, attachments, or click on links when you're not sure of the source. If an individual is using a personal computer and receives an email claiming to be the IRS, it is recommended to delete or forward the email to phishing@irs.gov. If the email claims to be from DOR, forward the email to investigations@dor.in.gov. Businesses receiving these emails should also be sure to contact the company's technology professionals. 15 Indiana State Park properties are in the running in the Indiana Office of Tourism Development's Best of Indiana Top 10 Instagrammable Places campaign. Participants can vote for their favorites at visitindiana.com/bestofindiana/instaindiana. Vote through January 1st, 2019. Earlier in the week, 4 state parks were in the top 10. Indiana Dunes, Brown County, Turkey Run, and Pokagon State Parks ranked 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, respectively. In the voting, voters can choose their picks once per day. Other state park properties in the running include McCormick's Creek, Wabash Trails Park, Prophetstown, Chain of Lakes, Spring Mill, Clifty Falls, Summit Lake, and Shade State Parks, as well as Cataract Falls, part of the Kegels Mill Lake property, Monroe Lake, and Patoka Lake. To learn more about all Indiana state parks, see stateparks.in.gov. Top Republican legislative leaders say they don't expect lawmakers will take any action toward removing State Attorney General Curtis Hill from office, even though the governor and other state officials have called on him to resign over allegations that he drunkenly groped 4 women. GOP House Speaker Brian Bosman told reporters such an attempt could end up dominating the legislative session that starts in January. A special prosecutor declined last month to pursue any criminal charges against Hill, despite a state report that witnesses said the Republican Attorney General touched the women inappropriately during a March party at an Indianapolis bar. Hill has denied the allegations. Senate Majority Leader Mark Messmer of Jasper says Hill's political future should now be up to the voters. Hill's term runs through 2020. Stay tuned. Weather, sports, and Inform are still to come on WJTS News.